That's like particularly.
You have a druid versus mage. So Joth on the druid and Vendi on the mage.
Yes.
Need to see what kind of mage this is. Oh, so tempo mage.
And it is
for Vendi.
So we've got tempo versus druid. And that's a lot of gold. V.Clique bringing the gold. V.Clique tonight is bringing warlock, warrior, and mage. That's a golden coin. We got a full golden deck, folks.
You're in for a treat tonight.
Buckle up. I think this might be our first full golden deck.
Not sure what V.Clique does for a living, but it's probably lucrative.
And involves Wall Street. V.Clique bringing warlock, warrior, mage, and Josseroo bringing druid, hunter, warlock. And I do believe, as an avid gold follower, I think this is the first time we've had a full golden. We've had Delta 4-1 bring a lot of golds. And we've had, yeah.
It's possible.
I have to question there. Why don't you coin out the unstable portal?
I think he wants to set up a huge Flamewaker turn.
Yeah.
You Flamewaker, coin, like Frostbolt or unstable portal, and it's gonna pay off.
Big.
Huge. So, all right, so we see the coin, and it looks like he
have to do that first.
Oh, and that's going to be a board for V.Clique. This is, of course, an extremely favored matchup for the Tempo Mage. One of the most
even worth clearing.
Favored. I mean, at this point, it's just.
I mean, you can just hero power.
Yeah.
But I guess it's awkward because what's a druid gonna do with 3 mana?
Josseroo was.
Set that up though.
Josseroo was able to get the ramp out, so he is in a decent spot despite that really good start.
Yeah, the thing that really kills it for Druid in this matchup is the mirror entity. Like, that's what really there's almost no way to beat it. Like, you don't really have that many minions other than maybe Darnassus Aspirant. That's like kind of helped the situation a little bit.
Right, sure. Yeah, and we actually, I think in the last couple times we've seen this on the THL Salty Weekends, we've seen the Druid actually beat the Tempo Mage. And
the Druid can beat anything. It's got the combo, so it just needs to get a little bit of foothold. I don't like the Savage Combatant. I probably would have played the Piloted Shredder just because I think that it trades, it trades evenly with the Yeti. I think that the Shredder does a little bit better job. Like, you still get a body afterwards.
And you potentially swipe.
It could set up a swipe turn.
Finish it off, yeah.
And the Savage's Inspire mechanic doesn't really do anything for Josseroo on this turn.
Just did a couple extra base damage, yeah.
Yeah, that's not what you want.
We did see Josseroo topple Adam last week quite handily, so he is definitely comfortable. We saw him use Druid very effectively last week, so he is comfortable with this deck. But V.Clique is able to respond to that fireball, and now Josseroo is kind of in the same position.
I think you're okay seeing that fireball though. That's anytime you see a fireball.
Yeah, anytime in this matchup a fireball goes to your minion, you feel pretty good.
Wow, then he picks up the Wrath, but again, not much.
Just a little short.
Yeah, not really gonna do much. So he's gonna just have to, again, hero power into the face, which doesn't feel good, floating those 2 mana both turns. He does have a lot of burst in his hand, and he just kind of needs 1 minion to stick, and of course, draw into Force of Nature, as Druids are wont to do. So,
Counterspell is going to help with that.
It's interesting that,
if he plays it, I might draw cards here. Let's see if he plays the Counterspell.
Oh, that's kind of
not kind of too much.
Yeah, that's not a great one.
Unless he plays the Silver Hand Regent.
I would totally play Counterspell on turn 9. I
agree.
I think it's like playing Loatheb here. It's like, well, Loathebbing into a Druid's turn 8 isn't that effective, whereas Counterspell, anyway, V.Clique is significantly ahead, but this swipe, he could swipe and shredder. Of course, he does think this is prop.
Oh, it's a very good call.
Wow.
So he does read it correctly.
That's incredible. I don't even.
That was a good read.
Yeah. So Josseroo with the pro read, and he gets a freezing cold emergency current, and V.Clique gets the reversing switch. The Pile Shredder is going to really starting to threaten though with the combo. Of course, the Frostbolt is top decked. So now V.Clique just looking for some good combos, and there it is. So now V.Clique back in business. But things are starting to get a little tenuous, I would say, for this tempo mage. The druid has survived with a pretty large health pool, and of course a druid past turn 9 is always very threatening. So V.Clique's gonna have to endeavor to clear this board.
He is, but if this okay, so he will get killed.
Well,
but,
Arcane Missile.
Yeah, Archmage Ananitis, there's no way for Josseroo to really deal with it.
Yeah, the Wild Growth.
Yeah, Wild
top
Growth.
deck, so Josseroo needs to draw with the Wrath, and it looks like he will do that. He's just looking for Savage Roar at this point. Or, I'm sorry, Force of Nature, rather.
He needs minions. He doesn't
wow. He doesn't go with the
disagree with that.
And instead opts to save 3 health on his face.
Yeah, I don't like that.
We got glitched.
Oh.
I guess it is what? Yeah. Oh yeah, we have glitched out.
Yep, we got glitched. We'll be right back. It looked like he just top decked into a Mechanical Yeti and was going to play that alongside.
He did. He played the Quartermaster.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's a pretty solid board presence for V.Clique. Just right there. And V.Clique does have a pretty good hand to use this Antonitis on. So he's still in pretty decent position, but this Druid is going to... And he draws the Force of Nature. So... Has he attacked...
Oh, wow. Do you... Wait, so how much...
Has he attacked with the Tiny Knight yet? Or no?
No, I don't believe he has.
So if he just puts this into charge mode and Force of Nature, then it's just game.
And Savage Roars, you mean?
See, I actually... No, because he doesn't... He floated him... He wasted a mana playing the Freezing Trap. He could have Savage Roared this turn.
Yeah.
His opponent for a lot more, another 6 damage. That would put him down 7, and then you have the combo afterwards. So
right. So this needs to be. What can this be? Tyrion. Oh, well, that's not bad. It's not gonna be enough, but everyone's, and they, Blizzard made the what's the guy? The Evil Heckler. This is a little bit better than the Evil Heckler, even.
Right.
Actually.
And 5/4. How far is the power creep to go, Blizzard? What? Yeah. So V.Clique doing a bunch of stuff, but Druid.
I don't know. I would have played the swap already.
Yeah, I would have swapped to the. Oh,
yeah, well, I don't understand. Why would you not swap the?
He's gonna swap.
Well, it won't matter.
Yeah.
Josseroo will.
Yeah,
we got.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we need to leave. It'll stay here until Josseroo is able to pull lethal. I assume he'll see it. We got bounced, but
Yeah, it'll be 1 over. I mean, had he swapped the Quartermaster, that would have saved him. Like, he would have been able to live another turn, but I just don't... Yeah, questionable play there. I'm not sure. He was trying to go for the luck with the Arcane Missiles, but, now you waste a spell for Archmage Antonitis. Like, yeah, just don't like that play. But, yeah, Druid's going to win out.
Yeah, and that shows that Druid is able to win every matchup, despite the fact Tempo Mage is classically considered to be extremely favored. And Josseroo, who is the captain of New Central, trying to lead his team and regain, hopefully, the lead in the matchup. Pastry, yeah, that unfortunately Pastry and Twiz have fallen. So that's game 1 goes to Josseroo and Noob Central. We are Josseroo still has Hunter and Warlock left, and V.Clique still has Warlock, Warrior, and Mage. So hopefully we'll see a lot more golden decks. Yeah.
Brings all 3 golden decks. That'd be too much.
That would indeed be.
Yeah, anyone who had 3 golden decks, you gotta just wonder, like,
How many golden decks?
So I would imagine that Josseroo is probably going to go with the Hunter. I mean, I certainly would. You know that your opponent's probably going to play Mage again. I'd probably match up with the Hunter. Or unless it's Zoo. If it's Zoo, I would probably go Zoo with the Warlock. Just because Zoo is so good against Tempo Mage.
Right. Zoo is pretty good. We saw Josseroo play last week, and I'm having a hard time. I think he did bring Zoo, but
Taz brought Discard Zoo.
Right, Taz Dingo did bring Discard Zoo. I can't quite remember what Josseroo brought.
Wow, that's interesting.
It was interesting. Yes.
Did it win?
It did. It did eventually win, yes.
So he does go with the Hunter, and V.Clique will go with the Warlock.
So
the Handlock.
Handlock from V.Clique and what looks like to be Hybrid from Josseroo. Yeah, what do you think of this, Dan? Who do you like in this?
I think it depends a lot on how the Handlock wants to play. I like that a lot. I really like that V.Clique sent back the Mountain Giant.
Oh yeah, you never keep the Mountain Giant. It's like, that's death if you're gonna try to play it.
Exactly, because up against a Hunter, you
can't tap.
You can't, right? So you can't actually play like a Handlock. You have to just play Hearthstone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So Josseroo, with unfortunately no 1-drops and really not great 2-drops either, is gonna really need to kind of draw into some better hands. He does
have the Glaive Zuka, so he will be able to like punch some damage in here. But yeah, he needs another couple minions or so, Animal Companion. Something on the 3-drop that isn't the Eaglehorn Bow.
Yeah, the Eaglehorn Bow is going to be really awkward because he basically has to Glaive Zuka here, and the bow is just not going to help next turn. So he's in a kind of awkward spot.
Yeah, this hand for V.Clique is pretty good. I mean, the Dr. Boom's not going to do much, but everything else is a lot of what you want.
Right.
Early game against Hunter. He's going to throw up. He's going to be able to taunt. Oh, he's got the heal. That's huge, too. So I probably would tap. Yeah, I'd tap and draw here. That's awesome.
So interestingly...
Another taunt. That's really good.
It looks like the only non-gold cards that V.Clique is rocking here are the Warlock Soulbound cards.
Right. And we, so V.Clique is a friend of Steve Cassidy, who's our normal caster, and Cassidy said that V.Clique just picked this game up. He's pretty new to it. So he's basically just bought all the gold cards and waiting to unlock these soulbounds.
So V.Clique clearly making the correct choice in life as far as employment.
Oh, that's really terrible.
Yeah. We, of course, back to the game, we see V.Clique up, taunting up, and then Josseroo's hand is probably one of the worst hands he could ask for. It's just...
I mean, especially early game. I mean, that's a really good hand late game because you want to burst all that stuff, go to the face, but after the Molten Giant wall has come up, but early game, this is not very good.
Yeah, and I mean, the Sludge Belcher and the Heal Bot, and then the second Arius are going to be just, I think, way too much for this, I think it's just going to be way too much for this this Hunter to handle. I don't think Josseroo is going to have much of a chance. The Freezing Trap isn't that effective against...
Oh, yeah, I mean, there's no... Handlock's not going to play anything.
Yeah, Handlock...
I mean, he'd be a fool to attack with this. You know what it is. It's obvious what this trap is. Why would you do that? I have no idea why V.Clique.
Yeah, that was questionable.
That doesn't make any sense. I mean, you could go for... I would probably actually have played the heal bot there. Just get the heal bot. There's no... you force him to have to waste another removal to take out your heal bot to prevent it from going back to your hand. Like, now you're opening yourself up to a charger.
I
Like,
think the idea was you can put a lot of pressure on the board if you put down that giant, and so something's going to have to eat the trap, and so you can just play down the Belcher this turn, but you got an 8/8 on the board, so you got to whack him for 8.
I also would like to point out, I think V.Clique, he saw the Glaive Zuka and he saw the abusive, so he probably thought this might be Face Hunter, and potentially was just like, well, this is probably not a freezing trap. So that may have also been his logic. I agree, it was definitely a questionable play. Regardless, he was able to get the Mountain Giant out. He is at a little low health, and we do see the Owl, so there is a slight opening of a chance for Josseroo to come back here. V.Clique has to decide if he wants to clear this Leok. Of course, with the Owl in hand, it would be correct, I think, to clear the Leok.
I have a really hard time doing that, though.
Yeah, that 8/8, you just want to crush Rexar's face.
Shake and hear the crowd cheer.
Yeah, you see Rexar staring back at you. It's hard.
Yeah, he's 1 damage off. Actually, right now, Josseroo is 1 damage off. If he draws any 1 damage with the Glaive, assuming that the Glaive Zuka goes on to the Leok, he would be at 13 damage if he doesn't kill this.
Okay, so he doesn't. So Unleash.
So he can.
That's not it.
No, not it.
But putting him at 1 damage is nice. So he's counting it up. So I see 5, 7, 5. That's 12 plus the Glaive.
Yeah, if he Glaive Zuka hits onto the then that would be 13.
Right, and now V.Clique's heart is about to go into his throat. I would probably kill command here, so he can't tap. I like it. Of course, the heal bot will come down, but actually, does he have?
No, that's game anyway because he can taunt them. They are wait.
Oh, he can't use Hellfire.
He cannot. Yeah.
So, he had lethal if he could use Hellfire.
Oh.
So that's pretty.
Yeah.
He could put it to a draw if he's feeling really antsy. But he just passed the mana, so he can't do that now. And we see a gold Rag. Wow, I haven't seen Rag in hand.
What?
Wait, what's he doing?
He's just dead.
What did he? Why? He has a heal bot. He had the heal. What did he
I
do?
think he just realized.
Oh my God! What did he do?
No.
So Josseroo is like, what?
Oh.
Or V.Clique may have miscounted. The other thing is,
yeah.
I wonder if V.Clique was
he
going for the
miscounted.
draw and miscounted his mana. He's only 1 mana off the draw. Unfortunately, that will be game. Really tight match. And V.Clique can't even get the draw, so he's just gonna
do it
honorably.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So,
like, you have the game in your hands and he throws it away. Oh, what happened?
That was really insensitive of you, John.
Yeah, so Josseroo able to get 2 up now on V.Clique. That both games have been extremely tight.
I mean, he could have gone for the draw at least.
Not super excited about the sweeping nature of the games tonight.
Yeah, these have been pretty quick. Noob Central looking for revenge on Xynergy. V.Clique will have something to say about that, and it will be golden, most likely. We have seen Handlock and Tempo Mage from V.Clique. We have not seen Warrior. Josseroo is now down to his final deck, which is Warlock, and I'm sorry, I cannot remember. I think he did bring Zoo last week, but I can't really remember. All right. So we'll jump into that shortly. If you're V.Clique here and you're going up against Warlock, what would you bring? Having Handlock, Warrior, and Tempo Mage in your hand.
I would bring a Sacrificial Pact Warlock.
Warlock?
Which, I mean, I wouldn't though. If
advice.
you're going to play me, don't ever think that I might do that. Unless you're Loat, who I did do it to, and I'm pretty proud of it, and it's not a big deal, but it happened, and it was kind of a big deal. But
it left scars on Team Rank 5s.
But that's, pro tip for all the kids at home. It's always good to have you know what? No, you guys can figure it out.
Well, let's see here. So V.Clique, Warrior, Control Warrior and Patron are both not favored versus Handlock. So I think Warrior's probably not the best bet. I think you want to go back to Warlock, honestly. Tempo Mage is pretty good against Handlock, but terrible against Zoo. So it's And it's not even that great. I mean, I'd say probably 65-45.
And he already lost with it, so I don't
Yeah.
know if he feels.
Maybe just go to Warrior and just show as many gold cards as you can on the night and call
That's
it
what I'm
night.
hoping.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, and I think V.Clique, we did see him play, I think, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and I believe, I can't remember if he brought Warrior. I don't know. I think he did bring Patron, but I could be wrong. Anyway, they're trying
They're
to
deliberating.
figure this out. Josseroo, of course, is just bringing Warlock. V.Clique is trying to figure this out. I think I like.
If you're Joss,
If you're V.Clique, I think you
I
just
would
bring
definitely
Warlock.
Handlock. And what kind of
Go
Warlock?
handlock mirror match.
Well, yeah, you could go for the handlock mirror match. And we're gonna jump right into this. So let's look at this because V.Clique brought the handlock. So if it's Zoo, Joss is gonna be unfavored, and if it's handlock, it's a mirror match, which is, you know, at least you get to find out. Well, it's Zoo, and V.Clique did wisely bring back the Warlock, so this should be favored towards the handlock. And Josseroo's Zoo is, I mean, if V.Clique's bringing Patron, you know, the Zoo could do all right. You know, Zoo's favored against Tempo Mage, and I think that's what Josseroo's thinking about. Zoo's extremely favored towards Tempo Mage.
That's true. He only has to beat one
deck,
Right.
So,
and he might just feel more comfortable with Zoo. And so if he's the way that handlock is favored over Patron, but Patron still, is amazing.
right.
But if he can clinch a victory more assuredly.
Yeah, and in the regionals, Zoo has been going about 50-50 with Patron. So, and it's generally favored versus control.
Yeah, it can win.
So yeah, Zoo can find wins if it's got an opening like this. It's pretty good. Of course, the handlock with Shadow Flame, V.Clique wisely kept Shadow Flame in his opening hand, and that's gonna pay off. He also plays Double Owl, so this is not a demon handlock. It's also, you know, the Double Owl and Ragzoo is sort of an older variant that Life Coach liked to run a couple months ago. Looks like we're going to see a naked Sun Fury Protector. How do you feel about that, Andy?
I guess he feels a lot of pressure. He needs to respond. I don't like the trade there. I probably would have just gone face.
And he didn't see any big giants on the horizon.
Yeah.
No.
doesn't have a good. He needs to get his Molten Giant.
Well,
there's one, so that's really good. Because how you win this is basically, you get yourself to a low enough health where you can molten, put up the big wall, and there's no way your opponent can go through that as a Zoo.
Right, and Josseroo is probably a little concerned about Hellfire here, so I think that's why he's going to Haunted Creeper. Of course, we see no Hellfire from V.Clique, but we will see a coined out Belcher, I assume. Also, wow, so so we do see the coined out Belcher. I like that play, and that's going to really start to stall Josseroo's progression down the board.
I don't know if that's true, because he's going to have an Implosion.
He does have the Implosion. He has the double Knife Jugglers, but they're just 1 mana off from the magic Implosion Knife Juggler turn. I think you just play both Knife Jugglers, run the Creeper in, and see what happens. You also get the Juggle off the Imp Game Boss if you need it.
Yep.
So I think Josseroo will probably do that, but again, he's got to be worried about Hellfire.
Yeah, the only issue with running the Creepers in now is that you're really exposing yourself to a board clear.
Wow.
Right.
And we say Kazan Mystic. So not only was this already favored towards Tempo Mage, this is really going after the Tempo Mage. Kazan Mystic obviously teched, and we'll see if that pays off if it goes to that. So he goes kind of half in here.
Let's get it.
Whoa.
What? Wait. Huh?
That's super odd.
I am confused. Why would
now,
not?
V.Clique can actually just Shadow Flame this.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
He wants to run it. I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
So that's gonna get punished. Josseroo's kind of half in, sort of down the middle plays. Definitely gonna get punished here. And
it's a question why I just don't see a reason why you don't clear off the rest of it with the abusive sergeant, and then clear the other 2P. I mean, you could have cleared the whole minion off the board.
yeah, and now V.Clique is gonna try to accelerate, but wow, that will help. That will really help. That is 4 to the.
It's gonna put him into Molten though. Like he's gonna get a free Molten.
Well, but now he's got no Shadow Flame, so it's just going to be a taunted Molten.
That's still 8 health that he's got no silence for.
Well,
so he's got to top deck a silence to get through it.
Or power overwhelming.
Let's think about this. So
or power overwhelming.
If you leave him at 2 and he's at 6 mana, it does nothing. So I like that Josseroo at least commits, because 2 mana Molten doesn't really matter because he can still Defender of Argus or play.
What he couldn't do is play 2 Moltens and a Defender.
And a Defender. That's fair. That's totally fair. Of course, none of that will matter because V.Clique only has 1 Molten and no Defender. So, if you're V.Clique here, I think you can just safely. I mean, you can safely drop Molten and you could taunt it. I kind of like Molten and Belcher personally.
Yeah, he's unfortunately 1 mana off of a
Whoa!
A really good taps. Wow.
The tap is gonna pay off.
Wow, it's gonna pay off big time.
Super big. That was the only card I think he would have wanted, aside from perhaps Shadow Bomb or Dark Bomb. Well, Josseroo now is facing a huge board, but behind that board is only 8 health and no heals. So,
but this is the position you want to be in as a hand lock. Like this is because you know, especially now that he's trading, like he's got no way to get through these. I can play another Belcher next turn. Like I can just keep making taunts. Like I'm not really in trouble.
Right, and you gotta run the juggler in here. What's really unfortunate is Josseroo has no way to buff, which is one of the things Zoo does exceptionally well. Is got all those buff cards, and he had no way to buff and efficiently. Wow.
Something like that. Why are you trading those in?
Yeah, I'm not
that
sure.
Minion can't even attack.
Really much advantage to doing that. I guess he's trying to play around Mortal Coil or something. Either way, it looks like Vendy is now gonna have kind of his picks of things to do. I think he wants to
silence in the Watcher.
It looks like he wants to clear off this Loatheb, but Dr. Boom certainly I think is the play here. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to really clear off the Belcher. Keeping that taunt up is crucial. Wow, there's the silence.
Oh
there's
my
no burst.
god!
A top deck here.
I think you tapped over.
Just power
you
overwhelming.
Have to tap
He needs
for the
power
overwhelming.
That's a huge draw. If he doesn't get anything, he can just sort of play a big board and attack in. And that having that draw though can stop Belcher. It can that's an enormous draw. Not really. I mean, Owl isn't that standard in Zoo, so.
No, I mean you play one-offs for this reason. You need to get through that taunt right at the end. So, yeah, that's part of it. I mean, yeah, Dr. Boom I think was right. Oh man, you got to tap for it.
There's absolutely. So Josseroo has 16 cards left. He has 2 outs. They're both the power overwhelmings. I think you absolutely tap.
Or a Doomguard actually also. Oh no, never mind.
Doomguard's not an out. He is
not an out.
Yeah. Why is he silencing?
He's 1 mana off.
Why? No, he miscounted the lethal. Oh, the rope got him, and he miscounted. And the silence was a huge mistake.
Yeah.
It actually gives Josseroo 4 attack. 9, 11, plus 4.
He's 2 off.
He's 2 off, so now V.Clique can tap, and he's got the heal bot, and... I mean, he can play this Belcher, and now seeing the silence out of the way.
Yeah.
He can...
Oh, man.
Yeah, there's a... I mean, yeah, Goldan said it best. So many possibilities. The anti-kill bot is going to put him to 11. He will be able to clear this board. And that was a big, big misplay. And, yeah, and I don't think there's anything that can save Josseroo now. Unless he's playing... Even Mal'Ganis doesn't do anything. He has easy lethal.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah,
Yeah, so I think the rope really got to Josseroo. I think he saw Doomguard and Snap thought he had the lethal. So V.Clique able to dig out a win. And now he's going to have his work cut out. He's got an uphill battle against this last Zoo deck from Josseroo. He has Warrior and Tempo Mage. Tempo Mage, of course, not favorite, especially with a Kazan in the deck. And Warrior, I mean, Patron, it's about a 50-50. Control, it's probably closer to 60-40.
Yeah, we'll see what he break. The Tempo Mage, I think Josseroo still has it just because there's no way the Tempo Mage, it really has to get lucky. It really has to get really good early game. And it's got to get the burst at the right time to finish.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what he picks. He does bring the Warrior, so I'd expect...
Yeah, a lot of people buckling under the pressure this week.
That is Control Warrior.
That's what I like to see.
Good old-fashioned Control Warrior, and it's got, looks like, good old-fashioned golden cards.
Not that I played a lot of Control Warrior.
Right.
Oh, so it's Dragon? Is it Dragon Warrior or just...
And Face Warrior, actually. It's probably my two deck.
So this may be Dragon. We see Nefarian, somewhat of an uncommon run. Josseroo is going to be slightly favored here, although this hand is not fantastic, and V.Clique really is. Also, V.Clique got rid of his...
Yeah, Cruel Taskmaster. So I don't really understand that. Yeah, that though didn't make much sense to me.
Maybe.
I guess he was really looking hard for the War Axe.
Maybe. I don't know. But he has the Deathbite, he's got the Armorsmith, and he's got the Acolyte of Pain. So V.Clique has pretty much all of the Control Warrior. Wow, and there's Brawl. So V.Clique in pretty good spot here. Josseroo, on the other hand, not
Kazan Mystic, not gonna do much.
Yep. Josseroo will continue to build, and this is good. This is what the Zoo does best. Excuse me. But this Brawl will quickly shut that down. And there's the Fiery War Axe in case, he didn't have the perfect hand.
It's a little late, though.
Little late, yeah.
Do you go War Axe or do you go Deathbite here?
I think I go Deathbite.
You go War Axe.
War Axe, yeah, War Axe and...
I don't know, I find that it's, in this situation, so often, I say, well, why would I need the Deathbite? And then next turn, I'm always like, oh, God, I wish I played Deathbite.
Well, V.Clique agrees with you, and he's going to play the Deathbite. And I think the Defender of Argus is pretty good here. You just throw it on the egg and the 2-1. Or
just going to put it on the egg.
That is...
I don't like that, dude. Well, that means your 2-1's going to die for free.
I think that's just...
There's no reason not to put it on the...
Well, with the Brawl, it doesn't matter. It's 1 missed damage. Probably won't matter. The 2-1 dies, so it definitely doesn't matter. The egg!
Bummer.
That's a huge bummer.
And he killed it.
Why would you attack that?
Well, and we see a Revenge. So this is a pretty anti-aggro warrior, and I think V.Clique's probably feeling pretty good. Josseroo here, I wonder if he's going to try to not show the Kazan all game.
Like, probably. You might just have to play it. I mean, well, he's going to see it if he plays his Doomguard.
Right, that's so funny. He might not have any choice but to have it shown. Josseroo just concedes.
Well, he's facing down lethal here.
In person. Because there's not really a way in Hearthstone to say, hey, wait, what's that behind you?
I think you have to play Shield Maiden here, because...
So V.Clique wants to keep clearing, and it looks like he will do so with this Fire War Axe, and he's also going to clear off the...
Okay.
Or is he going to revenge? Going juggler. Right.
Going juggler. So he's just leaving the 4-3. I think Josseroo's going to do his damnedest to not show this Kazan Mystic, and I think he'll play the Lotheb.
I think that's a smart play.
He is slowly but surely kind of knocking down V.Clique's health, and he does have nine damage burst in his hand. So V.Clique, of course, with the Shield Maiden, will and he's had the Armor Smith all this entire time versus an aggro deck and hasn't played it, which I find a little odd, but yeah. I think the play here from Josseroo is just play the off mana Lotheb.
Yeah, he's looking at tapping and...
He's gonna play the Kazan, and this is gonna give V.Clique very critical information for what could be the next game. Josseroo, of course, just doesn't want to deal with the next game. We see the Justicar True Heart, which is huge.
So he's going to misplay this in the wrong order. You're supposed to attack first, and then you play the Shield Maiden to gain, because you want the armor to activate the Shield Slam.
Which is particularly relevant because...
And also the fact that he has a revenge.
Right.
So he also misplays the order in that regard.
So, slight misplay, but that's beginner's growth.
No, the thing is that if with a minion on board, Josseroo has 9 damage burst, he's only, what? He's only 6 off.
Right. And Josseroo...
So 2 off, yeah.
So many.
Yeah, his mana curve here is really awkward. He's going to basically have to tap and Lotheb.
2 off, yeah. He's 2 damage off of lethal right now.
Right.
So another power overwhelming. That's gonna implosion.
Wow, so he goes for Implosion, he gets 3, and Revenge is gonna send these all back to the burning depths of Warlock Hell. Although, he trades... Interesting, so V.Clique now is going to try to sneak out this Justicar True Heart, and he's going to start tanking up. And that is a lot to deal with. Josseroo's... Wow!
Oh my god, I think he's 1 off.
Well, let's hope he counts, because
wait.
5 plus 8, 13 plus 5.
He's 1 off.
He's 1 off.
1 off.
And he's just going for it. He may have miscounted this, because he looks way more excited than somebody who would be 1 off. And here comes the Lotheb.
There comes the Lotheb.
I think he's just confident. Like, what's the worst thing that happens here?
A Revenge, Armor Smith.
Well, the problem is you're gonna get... He's gonna heal for...
Well...
At least 5.
Double Armor Smith. Oh, he has...
We can't Revenge.
Right, he has...
He's been Lothebbed, but he can play double Armor Smith and he can heal up.
What now?
So that will give him 6, and that'll be 8.
And kill the Lotheb.
So he'll be out of Doomguard range.
Yeah.
If he event...
Oh yeah, for sure he's gonna get out of Doomguard range this turn.
Right, but Doomguard
he seems to really want to play that Revenge.
What now?
He doesn't have the... Oh, he does have the mana.
I mean...
That's not gonna do anything for him.
It will literally remove 1 damage from board. Revenging.
Right.
So V.Clique is now on the board. We've seen...
Alright, Armor Smith... Alright, yeah, so this is the right play. Armor Smith, kill the Lotheb, heal up. Play the Acolyte of Pain. And this should...
seal up the game.
Unless we go... you can't go Doomguard into Doomguard.
Also... So...
Spider's is not very good.
Haunted Creeper, Doomguard, tap. Oh, he tapped first.
Could pay off for him since he picked up the Void Collar, but yeah.
And, well, the problem is the double Armor Smith down. This is... And with tank up on, this is not a race Josseroo can really afford to continue. He's going to need...
If he pulls a...
wow.
But look at how much armor... He's going to gain so much armor this turn.
He's going to gain so much. He's going to gain 6, 10.
Yeah, Mal'Ganis, as Dan pointed out, is 1 out, but this is looking... I mean, the Revenge... This is looking extremely one-sided.
Yeah, he could get a total of, 16 armor this turn.
Yeah. Yep. So V.Clique looks like he is going to survive barely by the skin of his teeth. He's going for the revenge.
No, he's
Doomguard's gonna come out, and this Grom's gonna kind of awkwardly be standing there.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. We will see. Also, I mean, that's three 1/1s on board along with Doomguard. I guess at 20 health, Vendy's happy to race. Trading into the Doomguard doesn't feel good. What?
I probably just...
I just go face.
yeah, face is definitely where you want to go.
At the same time, like, I see this play just because what's he really going to do?
Well,
Yeah, you have the Sylvanas follow-up.
Warlock can draw quite a few cards.
so you want to make sure you attack before you Void Terror to make sure you get that 1 extra damage. And he will do that. And he correctly does not remove any of the demons. So now, while he is trying to restart this damage train, and V.Clique is at 20 health with tank up, Josseroo has 13 chances. I mean, he's got 1 in 13 to start drawing Mal'Ganis, which is a great answer. V.Clique has a couple of options here.
I probably would play
no time for games.
I probably would have gone with the Nefarian. I think it's just.
Yeah,
I guess.
V.Clique,
I mean,
any pressure, and this Sylvanas is just such a tempo killer. You can't really.
The problem is it trades for nothing. Like, that's not bad. Like, you're gonna trade these 2 minions in, and then but you don't get anything from the Sylvanas, and your opponent's just gonna have another 2. Wait, why would you? All right, never mind. Ignore Sylvanas.
Yeah, and playing the Death Rattle.
Don't listen to me.
Clearly, with no minions in hand, V.Clique's not scared of it, so I would kill that off first.
Go brawl.
I don't think it's necessary to brawl at this point.
I mean, with the Shield Slam in hand,
You're just. I mean,
Shield Slam.
I like the brawl. You just get a minion. You punch him
What
in
if
the
you
face.
kill the Void Terror, Shield Slam with Void Terror, kill the Void Caller with Sylvanas, and play Nefarian? Like, you're facing a 3/2. Oh, alright. Well,
He's not interested in the normal.
I just like the brawl. You get his minion. So in this case, you grab a 4/4. He's got no board. He's got no cards. He's gonna have to tap again. You have both an Execute and a Shield Slam and a Nefarian. So he gets Mal'Ganis. He's got to play Mal'Ganis.
Ooh.
This is game. You're like,
wow.
he's gonna play this. He's gonna get Shield Slam. It's over.
Mal'Ganis could have, would have.
And you play Sarah or Nefarian. I probably play Nefarian.
And let's see if he can get the sack pack, as Dan suggested. He can.
Oh.
So close. And this game is basically over. Josseroo is going to drop the 2nd game in a row with Zoo, and we could be looking at a reverse sweep. You're Josseroo here.
Unlikely.
You're dead. You're 1 off. He's got the power coming and the.
Good for Vendy, also. Pretty heads up to know to hold off on that mage until absolutely necessary.
So he did see the Kazan. Again, Zoo is supposedly favored. However, we've seen every favored matchup not go.
The
It's
favored.
Yeah, but Zoo's
Guaranteed.
really favored. And to be fair, Vendy should have won with Handlock. Just, I don't know, had a brain fart. Like, against the Hunter there, he definitely should have won his Handlock. He had everything that he needed. But this matchup, I mean, like, the Zoo player just wins playing the Zoo way, which is like putting minions down and zooing, and there's not a lot that the Tempo Mage can do.
Right.
I'm not gonna keep up with them. I mean, like, that already is a great starting hand for Jocelyn. I would keep all 4 of those cards.
I would keep, The only thing you can ask for is a Void Terror.
Terrible hand on the side of Vendy.
Oh gosh.
Vendy with the gold Ronin.
Heavy.
That's a beauty. Oh man, I could stare at that all game if it gets to 8 turns.
Image Twin Rova. If anyone, don't laugh. You don't get that. If anyone does, good for you.
What's the coin for? You've got the curve, man. There it is. Void Walker.
I guess he was looking at playing the Rubian, but there's no reason.
Yeah.
You know.
And V.Clique does have the 2-drop, so you can try to get this ball rolling. But I think Josseroo is going to curve out much better as we see Vendy with the 7 and 8 in hand. That's going to not be great tempo. Josseroo here has the Haunted
Do you
Creeper.
play the Haunted Creepers or do you just play the egg?
I like the egg a lot in case he plays a... Whoa.
He's gonna go with the Imp Gang boss.
I just...
The Gang Boss does also kind of play around the Flame Waker.
Well, I like the egg because the egg can challenge the Flame Waker with the Power Overwhelming.
Right.
You just can kill it off.
Yeah.
But
I
he's
think I might have played the Haunted Creepers there because I think they trade in
There's one
a lot
heavy tempo.
evenly to the
Oh,
the
that's
Sorcerers
2
of
7 drops.
If he gets that far, he's going to be feeling pretty good. Because that Ronin Anto combo is real.
It's fun. It's a fun one. Well, Vendy's going to try to keep his Sorcerer's Apprentice alive, and it looks like it may work out for him. This will have to hit all 3, and
he's gonna have to land. Nope.
And now Josseroo. Oh, Josseroo. Well, that doesn't do much. So Josseroo is going to play a little off curve, and that's why I kind of like saving the coin. But yeah, he plays the Haunted Creeper, and V.Clique does have the Mad Scientist into ping, so I assume we'll see that. And this is where I think Zoo might. Wow, he goes up to the Haunted Creeper.
I would probably abusive and play the egg.
I like that a lot. Give him an egg. The egg, unless
you
he gets
just give him
really
an
lucky
egg.
off of a spare part, the egg will pretty much be useless and have to be pinged off, which V.Clique probably won't mind doing considering his hand is pretty empty. So we see Josseroo play the egg, but it's actually Counterspell.
Oh,
V.Clique.
well,
And
that's actually gonna
Josseroo,
come in handy.
Josseroo knows about the Counterspell because he played around it perfectly with
Now-
the Druid. So Josseroo is going to offer up his...
Oh no, he's going to go for it. Power
But-
Focus to get counterspelled.
And this is just the juiciest Power Overwhelming, so I don't know how Josseroo couldn't go for it. I would just...
Golden
Yeah.
is beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beaut. And the Implosion would be much worse, so Power Overwhelming will get Counterspelled here. And...
But it's still not too bad. You have the egg out there, so you don't want a Flame Waker a lot because you figure that you're going to activate that egg as the Flame Waker.
Right.
It's true. Now, this I don't think is the right play. Oh, okay.
So he does that. It's...
If you can get a flame cannon on the Nerubian, then you're feeling good.
Yeah, what do you... I mean, popping the egg and playing flame... Pinging the 1/1, playing Flame Cannon seems...
Not ridiculous.
Yeah, I like the water elemental though.
I think that's fair.
That's fine, too. This Flame Waker won't get any value,
3/6.
but the water
Water elemental.
is extremely good against Zoo. It is.
It is.
It's a little minion crusher. And now Josseroo is looking kind of awkward. He's got...
Mana's getting awfully high.
And
V.Clique's hand.
V.Clique's going straight into that turn 7, feeling awfully nice.
Yeah, quite the 7, 8, 9.
28 health and just a... Yeah, so maybe the reverse
Yeah.
from V.Clique. Dare I say it?
I wonder.
Is it because he has more gold cards? Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you implosion your own thing?
I mean, he didn't have much to do. He
I don't
could
know that
attack.
that's necessary because
Yeah.
he has the taunt up. And also, that was such a limp implosion.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
starting to look real bad for Josseroo now. He's got the Dr. Boom, but it's the second Dr. Boom being played, so I assume we'll see.
You would do too. I would probably go to clear off these boom bombs first.
Woo!
Well, ride the donkey. Yeah, so V.Clique
There's a Ronin coming
gonna
down.
cruise control from here on out.
More gold legends. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Ah.
Gonna trade in.
I came for the gold legends, people.
And I think he can clear the board here actually.
See, I think the right play might have been to ping the Boombot and pop the egg, and then you get a free either way. The flame cannon does what you wanted it to, or it kills someone. I mean, this is fine.
Yeah, I think V.Clique is just getting really far ahead, and Zoo has no comeback mechanics, and this board is certainly not it. A defensive Argus would be really nice to start putting some pants on these eggs, but I think we're going to see a Ronin here.
Uh-oh.
And there he is in all of his splendor. And V.Clique's got all of the swag, to quote our friend Steve Cassidy. And Josseroo is starting to really feel the heat. Is he just dead? He is.
Oh.
He is just dead. He needs this Mal'Ganis to just stay alive at this point. And that's going to be able to trade off the Dr. Boom. But, I mean, the Ronin into the Antonitis, as Dan said earlier, is the combo of combos.
Yeah, this is gonna...
Or the Flame Walker.
Comes.
You go for 3 fire. I don't see how you don't go for 3. That's pretty much gonna guarantee you the game.
Yeah, he's going to get 3 fireballs, and he's going to kill off the Mal'Ganis and be at 28 health.
And he's also just going to do 9 damage.
Right.
People seem to forget that the 3 arcane missiles just does 9 freaking damage.
And they're all gold. Wow.
Oh no, he's gonna...
He's gonna go for the... What is this? This is...
Wow. I
plus
don't...
9,
This
going for
might come back
15 damage.
to bite him.
I think this is just fine.
Yeah, I think this is just fine.
Do it again! Woo!
Yep, V.Clique.
Yeah, this will. Wow.
Alright.
Flame Waker.
So Synergy showing why they are #1 of Bible Thump, and it looks like
Yikes.
this is just looking really bad for Joss.
Ooh, misplays the emote.
And
Appreciated by Bendy though.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Josseroo's gonna go all in here. The Doomguard, he gives the Flame Waker
I feel like the Flame Waker's the one you want to attack.
yeah, and that
That was
might have been a mistake.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, he's going to stay alive this turn.
Well, I say I would play Archmage here. And just, you missed the chance at a fireball, so...
I don't think he's feeling much pressure.
Yep, V.Clique is going to just sew this game up, and he's going to do it in all its gold glory. So V.Clique with the reverse sweep, and Nuke Central is stumbling.
The zoo does not show up.
So, are we going to you guys next?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Get pumped!
Josseroo, unfortunately, unable to close it. V.Clique able to pull out the second one for Synergy. We are going in.